Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9. We are today's best music doing interviews from home. My name is Zoe. I'm from a show called Afternoon Tea. And joining me from the other side of the globe is British DJ, producer, and artist, the mastermind behind Lasting Lover featuring James Arthur. S to the I to the G-A-L-A. Welcome to the show, Sigala. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Are you safe and healthy?
I am indeed. I'm in my studio.
I can see that.
Space I know.
All cozy. That's really good and great to hear. So before we begin, we have all our artists do this. It's a quick icebreaker game called Sugar or Spice. It's a simple yes or no thing. So if you like what I say, you say sugar, like what you put in your tea. And if you're not a fan of what I say, you say spice. Okay, so sugar, yes, spice, no. You got it?
I got it.
All right, Sigala for Sugar or Spice 899. Number one, rainy weather.
Spice.
Spice, really?
What is that supposed to... Spice is bad, right?
Yeah, but isn't it always gloomy from where you are?
Exactly.
I would take that weather actually for any other day. It's way too sunny here from where I am from.
Yeah, no, it gets boring after a while, trust me. It's raining now.
Okay, all right. Number two, fake plants.
Sugar.
Sugar, really?
I have a lot of fake plants.
All right, that's okay. I've killed a lot of plants too. So. Okay, number three, long-distance relationships.
Sugar.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, you're the first one to say sugar to that. You have an experience?
I do, yeah. Well, I travel a lot. Well, not right now, but I have been traveling a lot over the last few years. So I've had to make that work.
Okay.
And it's definitely been a learning curve, but it's definitely doable. You know,
yeah. Well, more power to you.
Yeah.
Okay, number four, fanny packs.
Fanny packs. Yeah, sugar. I mean, they're convenient. You know.
Just admit it. You like them.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
They're really cool over here.
Yeah, I've heard all the excuses. You can worm your way out of it. Okay, but last one, the famous question: pineapples on pizza. Sugar. You are on the right team, Sigala. We are on Team Pineapples on Pizza. You and me against the world. All right. Before we get into the music, I have to ask: why the moniker Sigala?
It's an old family name. It's like my great-great-grandfather's surname. He was an Italian dude, and I don't know. I like my success came very, very overnight from my first single, Easy Love, and I had to just pick a name very quickly, and it was actually my mum that suggested Sigala.
Okay.
Because she had done lots of research into our family tree and stuff, and she'd this guy Sigala who ran away back to Italy, and yeah, that's where it comes from. So it has some meaning to it, which is nice.
Yeah, it's completely random, but I like how your mother did really intensive research to make sure you've got a really great name to go along with your overnight success. Well, your latest single, it's entitled Lasting Lover, samples a classic MGMT hit from 2008 called Time to Pretend, and garnering 10 million streams in just 2 weeks. So I believe congratulations are in order. That's extraordinary. So tell me, what is the inspiration behind your musical direction for that song?
That song was really exciting because it came from a very stripped down acoustic version, which was sent by Lewis Capaldi, who wrote the original tune. And that was just really exciting because it didn't really sound like anything I'd done. So it was then my sort of challenge to turn it into a club song because it was just acoustic guitar and a vocal. But there was something just really special about the tune, and it really, I just really fell in love with it. So I worked on it, and it just sort of came to life. And then we got James involved, and same thing for him. Like, he fell in love with the tune, and he's just killed the vocal. And yeah, it's been a really cool process, and it feels like I always try and do something a little bit different, otherwise it just gets a bit boring. So this one definitely feels like a slightly, different direction.
Well, it's still something that I danced, in my pajamas, or if I could go outside, that's exactly what I would do, and I would dance to it too. And you did mention that James Arthur was on it. Coincidentally, can I just say, when James was in Manila, I had the privilege of interviewing him as well. Solid fellow. And I want to ask, how do collaborations begin for you as a producer? Getting into contact with these incredible singers, how does it happen? Like with Becky Hill or with Ella Henderson or James Arthur?
Everyone is sort of different. Sometimes it's people, if it's somebody like Becky Hill, she's quite local to the area that I work in. So she's like, I work in a big studio complex. There's like 100 studios here. She has been like, I've met her just around anyway. And same with Ella Eyre. She lives down the road, and so that's a really nice way of starting like a music relationship with somebody.
Right.
It's just like meeting them casually, and then you're like, oh, we should do something together, and that's how those have sort of come about, which has been really nice. It was a little different with James because we hadn't met previously, and it was hard to meet because of lockdown in the UK. We weren't actually able to get together and work on a song, so it was all over Zoom and a lot of texting and voice notes and stuff to get it done, which was kind of a bit strange, but it worked fine. And I've done a lot of collabs with people from the other side of the world, so it has proven to work. But it's not ideal, but
you made it work.
But yeah.
And you produced this banger of a hit, so congratulations to you. And from an acoustic version, you turned it into your own, and back to an acoustic version once again with James. And somehow your signature blue sky dance pop of a hit transforms into this beautifully hypnotizing symphony of emotion and raw energy. I watched the music video, I cried, I kid you not. So what inspired you guys to release this acoustic version again?
I think, like you said, like the journey has been from an acoustic song originally, so we always felt like there was something really special about doing the song in that way. So we wanted to show that off as well, and show that the song is really special in that form as well. So we had loads of fun making that acoustic version and filming it and everything. And James is just incredible and really shone on.
I feel like both of you like really, you showed your true colors when it comes to how good you are with producing music, that even if you strip back everything, I mean, you're a DJ, but you strip it back and it still sounds incredibly beautiful. So kudos to you. And I know you're also working on your second album, Following Brighter Days, which is your debut record. If you had to pick a word or an emotion that would encapsulate this new album that you're working on, what word would that be?
Bangers.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love the confidence and the energy. So are we going to get any mellow songs, or are they all just going to be, hits one after another?
I want it to be, I feel like at the moment, like no one can go to the clubs. So I want to bring the clubs to, to people in whatever way I can.
Yeah.
Like the plan is, I haven't made it yet, so I might just change my mind. Like
I'll hold you to it.
But the plan at the moment is more club songs. There's still going to be, pop songs essentially, but it's going to be like club sort of dance production. And that's
I cannot
really
wait
exciting to do
for it.
something.
I super duper cannot wait for it. So having been in lockdown for more than 6 months, did you ever find yourself feeling unable to produce music as you normally would?
Maybe a little bit towards the start. To be honest, when lockdown first happened in the UK, like I had just come off the back of a tour. I had to cancel the tour about halfway through, which was really sad. But like I haven't really had much time off in sort of the last 4 or 5 years where I've been in the UK for more than sort of a couple of weeks because of all the traveling. So when lockdown first happened, I literally like just play PlayStation and really do anything for about 3 weeks, which I think a lot of other people probably did, even if they try to hide that. But after that, I felt like it was a nice way to hit the reset button and sort of let my inspiration come back naturally. And then I set up a little home studio and was working from there. And that's, I made Lasting Love a lot of it at home. And yeah, so I'm now back and forth from this studio and I've got a nice setup at home. But to be honest, I can pretty much work off a laptop and some headphones anyway. So it didn't really affect me too much. I was still able to sort of do what to do.
That's good to hear. It's always interesting, actually, to hear when musicians, they can just turn it on. You put the headphones on, the laptop, wherever you are, your friend's couch, the subway, a restaurant or a cafe, you can just produce. And I'm always so amazed at artists who can do that. So here in the Philippines, we actually have some fantastic musicians who are inspired by you every day. So if you, Sigala, had a message for people who are studying the grind, trying to make it as electronic music producers, especially at a time like this, if you could speak to them directly, what advice would you give to them?
I think the advice that I would have wanted to hear when I started out was probably that I should be doing, if you're a new person, you're new to music and you're getting into it, just try and do the thing that inspires you and makes you happy, rather than trying to make music that you think other people are going to like, or trying to replicate the success of somebody else. Just do you and whatever comes naturally to you, and then that will be the thing that you do best. So hopefully that will be the thing that translates to everyone else and people.
Well, inspiring and electrifying, if I could say. There are no other truer words than just be yourself. Exactly. It is extremely understated, but since you said it, I totally believe it now. So truly, you are a master of your craft, Sigala. This has been amazing, and I thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to chat in your coziest clothing. I wish I was as cozy as you looked. So you stay safe and healthy, and good luck on the album, because I am so looking forward to it, whatever direction you choose to go for. We are adding a Lasting Lover to our playlist. If you need a mood booster, check out Sigala's banger music video. And if you want to cry your heart out like I did, feast on the acoustic version. So have courage and be kind, everyone. My name is Zoe, and this is today's best music. You're listening to Magic 89.9.